And I guess it's a good time to sort of just jump into it. But Todd, what is this episode called? Let's start there.
This is called Observation.
All right. This episode, I like it. Everything's nicely continuing off from the previous episodes. So far, we haven't done any of this convoluted Walking Dead thing where, okay, now let's see what fucking Glenn's doing in this episode.
Yeah.
Where they take you away from the plot you care about. Shows like The Walking Dead would do that all the time, and
Drive me nuts. All
you'd
the
have
filler. Yeah.
you'd have 10 episodes, and you'd have like the main plot, and that would maybe consist of 5 episodes that really mattered, and then you'd have like the subplot where you'd have like Daryl and Beth in a barn.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking what? Like almost having sex but not going all the way. It's like, what's going on? But yeah, this is staying pretty consistent. I'm really liking it. So this one, we're kind of diving further into the effects that the interactions the kids had with the aliens.
It starts out with Wendy's new ability.
Yeah, so it was. I had a hard. We didn't know exactly what was going on in the last episode. She had some kind of psychic ability. We didn't, and I still don't really know where it came from. But she can hear him. She can hear him speaking, and it's kind of cool that they acknowledge the sound, because the sound that aliens and Xenos have always made in the series, it's never really been acknowledged that people can hear it. It's just it's almost been more like a cue for the audience. And the way she described it was pretty accurate. Like, it sounds like a bunch of insects, like crickets,
which I thought that was pretty interesting. That the fact that she was turning the sound into human so they can hear it, humans, audible for their frequency. So I thought that was pretty unique.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. So yeah, and as the Boy Cavalier stated when he was talking to that old bald guy, that we still don't really know his role exactly, but we also don't know the motherly figure. Today in this episode, we learned that she's married to that lead scientist.
Yeah, so they're both just scientists and they're married. Yeah, which we didn't know before. So
they're just kind of like spoon feeding us these things. Bath time. I think Wendy's bro is going to get face hugged, and she's going to think the alien is a version of him, the way she's a version of herself, and have a chat with him. Like a Xeno. Interesting.
Yeah, that's really good. I would hope that would happen, because spoiler alert, I can't stand her brother now. Oh.
What's up, Gory? Thanks for joining the chat, bro. So we have her, and then, like I said, Boy Cavalier, he states that, well, does she think she's talking to them, or maybe she's just hearing them and they're talking to each other, which that's what I would have thought first, is they're communicating. Yeah. And they're going to communicate because, obviously in the second movie, James Cameron Aliens, that's the first film where they had multiple, and they established easily that they communicated with each other, because they even trapped them and set them up in traps in the vents and shit like that. Remember, like, what is it Bill Paxton says? It's a gosh dang ambush.
Yeah.
So they clearly communicate. And so, yeah, but I think they make it pretty clear. I don't know. I guess it's not clear, because the way the episode ends, not to jump too far ahead, is when she's communicating with that Xeno, which, by the way, this one looks more like a snake.
Yeah.
That's kind of how they always are. They're like snaky.
The Cobra look was kind of unique. Yeah.
But they're always like white. They're not like, they're like fleshy color before they shed their skin. And this one just kind of came out black. So it's really kind of confusing on if this series is sort of rewriting some canon, like the whole series likes to do. Like, there's a couple of points where, okay, well, fuck these movies, we're going to offshoot and go this way. Okay, fuck this movie, we're going to go this way. I don't know what's going on, because it maybe because I don't know, it came from a lung, because in Aliens, starting with which, like I said, I think Ridley Scott, the first movie's gospel. That's what I go off of. But I do like the stuff that was introduced with sequels, and what Cameron sort of introduced. Well, would it have been introduced in Cameron's? Not really. I think Cameron just changed the design. He made them more insect-like, but they were still coming out of people. I think it was really the third movie that established that xenomorphs take the form of a host. And I always love that, actually. So for example, it's like you have the different versions of part 3 where there's the version with the dog, and then there's the version where it comes from like an ox. And either way, the result's the same. That's where you have the forerunner, the one that's like an animal. And so, and then we had all that whole line, like the Kenner line of toys from Aliens. You had the snake alien, you had all kinds of stuff. I always liked that, but if that's not the way it should be, I subscribe to however it was meant to be. Maybe it is. Maybe the intent of the first movie was no matter what they latch onto, and they take whatever nutrients or oxygens to grow, they become what they become. You know, this giant erect fucking, because in the first movie, the big chap's like a giant man. It's almost like it's more humanoid. So whatever, pick your poison. It's all cool, but it's just they always but in the first movie though, it came out fleshy colored and then it shed its skin like a snake. That's why the snake thing makes sense to me, because it always kind of like was a snake. You know, they found the skin, and then as you see that first big chap in the first movie, as you see it throughout the movie, as it's taking apart the crew, you notice its head is getting darker and darker. Like the first time you see it fully grown, and it takes its first victim, it's fully formed, but his head is still kind of like white. It's not fully darkened. And by the end of the movie, it's fully dark. I always like that tidbit. So anyway,
was the tadpole just breathing off the lung, or was it feeding off the lung?
I don't know. I never understood the. I don't know if they ever really made it clear on what it was feeding off of. Obviously, the facehugger implants, the seed, all that makes sense to me. The tadpole or whatever. But as far as, is it just the oxygen is feeding off of? It's not everything else. It's not like a baby, or it's like the nutrients. I have no fucking clue, but I'll bite.
Yeah.
One thing I want to ask though is the brother. So they took one of his lungs and they put it in the test tube, and they were, you know, they're growing the cobra baby we saw. Was his lung damaged, or did they take a lung that was good?
I thought it was damaged, wasn't it? Didn't he get like a spike through the lung or something?
Yeah, that's what I would. Well, he's got to have one. They only took one lung. That's why I figured he had a good lung. I don't know, but you look at the lung inside the test tube, and my wife was even saying, "Oh, it looks like it's stitched up." I'm like, "Yeah, but is that damage to the lung, or is that just a wrinkly lung?" I don't know. It's kind of ambiguous to me. I don't really. I don't see how he wouldn't have gotten penetrated in the lung the way that tail went through him.
Yeah, I mean, he should have been dead,
but they're trying to work him. You know, they want him to stay. Now it's like Boy Cavalier's using him as a little bit of a pawn piece to manipulate Wendy, right? Because I think she's doing a great job playing the role. It's you know, sometimes you forget she's a kid, and then you see her coloring, and he sees her vulnerability with the brother, and you know, he does that.
Out of all the kids, she's the best, honestly. I mean, there's some other kids that are pretty weak at this point, if you ask me. But you want to go to the comments real quick.
I'm fully expecting a clever girl moment from Jurassic Park to establish they hunt in packs. Clever girl. I mean, there's a moment like that where they totally trick. They do that shit in Resurrection. Remember where they trick him to going in there and they lock him in the thing and they freeze him?
Yep.
They get lured. I mean, they do a clever girl moment in Alien Resurrection. Most people don't give a shit about that movie, but I do. You know what's so funny?
It's growing on me after the commentary.
I have to. Yeah, we did a commentary for that. Check it out. It's really good. I have to correct something too. On the last episode, we went on this whole diatribe about, oh, they never talked about Utani. Now we got Utani. Because there's always Wayland Utani, but they always showed a Wayland, you know, Bishop or whatever was a Wayland based off Wayland.
Did we get called out?
We got corrected.
Okay.
On TikTok, which gross. Okay. We're on TikTok, guys.
Yeah. You know, not a fan, but you have to be on there. Right?
Look, it's for the kids.
Yeah.
And if you happen to be one of those kids, follow us on TikTok.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know, somebody on TikTok, they said, oh, they did bring up Utani. Utani was a president's in AVP Requiem. And I'm like, oh God. First of all, I rinsed that fucking movie from my brain. That movie is so
I don't
terrible.
Remember. I don't even know if I saw Requiem.
It's terrible. It's really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
And and you know what? Those movies aren't canon. To be honest with you, they're not canon.
Yeah.
They're total fan fiction bullshit. So I stand by that they've never introduced Utani. But let's see. Cameron introduced use social structure, changed their heads to be more skeletal, and more importantly, strap two guns together. Yeah. Hey, I love the Cameron film, man, and in more so than Ridley Scott's Alien, they kind of used James Cameron's film as like the launch pad of what Aliens became and what everybody knew it as. It's kind of like the Halloween 2, Laurie Strode being Michael Myers' sister.
Yeah.
I know John Carpenter disowns that and calls it freaking stupid, even though he fucking wrote it. But whatever. It's the same thing where it's like, none of that shit's stupid. Don't acknowledge that type of thing. I grew up thinking that was her damn
I
sister.
did too. Yeah.
That became
Mhm.
the lore, and it's kind of
Yep.
the lore I accepted. And still deep down, I still kind of subscribe to
Mhm.
that lore. And they had the Kenner line of toys come out from the Cameron Aliens, and yeah, like all the comics and the merchandising, the Colonial Marines, all this shit that begat from Cameron's Aliens was a mainstay.
Yeah.
So it is kind of funny for I always thought it was interesting that Ridley Scott decided to come back decades later and be like, "Oh, they fucking shit on my fucking film." Like, well,
Too late. Yeah.
well, I honestly I can't remember. I think they asked him like, "Why didn't you do Aliens?" I gosh, you know what? I don't remember. Somebody help me out because I'm thinking it's one of two things. I want to say they asked him this recently and he says they didn't ask me, which is
That'd
wild.
be crazy.
But there's a small part of me that wonders, was he doing Blade Runner? And
Yeah.
he chose Blade Runner. I
Yeah,
don't
that makes
know.
sense.
I feel like they didn't ask him. I feel like I heard that and I was blown away. Like, what? Um, but yeah, he never liked what James Cameron did with the story and stuff like that. But every director that came after James Cameron, even though he did one movie, was pretty much building off what he did. I mean, obviously they're all building off Alien.
Mhm.
Obviously the chest burst. The most iconic thing about any of them is the chest burster.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing. But then the first movie is pretty stripped down, but that's kind of all they really took. I mean, they didn't explore the space jockey shit. Think about all the subliminal shit that's in the first Alien movie. I love it. Like we established the company. We established that they have droids, and they picked up a nearby planet that had some activity, and they go there and they pick up the eggs. They don't explain in 1979 like, oh my god, there's this fucking ship that there's all these fucking eggs that it's carrying, and they're all in that cool little fog mist that they keep them in, and then there's that giant fossilized space jockey.
Mhm.
And like it's just like, what? Even as a kid, I didn't even acknowledge that part because you just think about, oh, they bring back an alien and it wreaks havoc on his ship. But
Yeah.
there's all this fucking crazy shit they just never even talk about. And I think the lore behind Alien is brilliant, but I think it's great how they probably didn't think of any of this shit. It's one of those things where they filled it in as they went.
Pretty
Like,
much.
you know what? The find a planet. How would we have like a fucking space jockey? I don't think anybody George Lucas the shit where they claim to have written every movie 30 years, 40 years in advance. No,
Yeah.
they just fucking kind of like, hey, let's make a movie about an
Throw shit
alien.
at the wall and see what sticks.
Let's make a movie about an alien on a ship. How do we get that alien on the ship? Because that's what we want. We want a movie about an alien that tears
Yeah.
ass on the ship. Okay, let's have them find a planet, distress signal. Let's have a fucking weird thing there. I don't know what the fuck that's about. We'll figure out down the road. But I love that because I think I don't know. I think it's so much easier to build this fucking legendary lore off like those building blocks. So anyway, let's see. There's been two consistent theories. One is it's an embryo, the other is it's a cancer that uses the DNA of the host. I prefer the embryo theory as it's closer to male pregnancy horror to me. Yeah, yeah, they're both cool. I mean, obviously, I think Alien is closer to that embryo. Um, but I guess we wouldn't know because the alien in the first one looks like a fucking man. It comes out of a man and it
Mm.
stands like a man and it's got tall, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not insect like. I mean, let's see. Do you think because Wendy's bro has less lungs now, he's less attracted to face huggers? You've thought
That,
about this more than I have.
that's a good question.
It's I don't. So what do we think about? What do we think's going to happen? So boy Cavalier is using the brother as a
Mhm.
hook to get her to play ball and to let them develop her ability and use her ability to speak with the aliens.
Yeah.
Right. For her to play ball, because she's got a conscience. She's like, you should send them back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you shouldn't be fucking with them. Like, they were screaming and crying when you were cutting them open, whatever. And on one hand, I kind of agree with Boy Cavalier to a degree. I understand where he's coming from. Like, they wouldn't do the same shit to us. Like, they would. It's very, but anyway, he's using our brother as incentive to help them. Otherwise, they'll send him back. And she's not the only one. So now there's a little bit of an imbalance in the hierarchy because all the other kids seem to be jealous. Well, how come you get your brother? We weren't supposed to have our family. Like this, we're supposed to be disconnected. Whatever. She gets her brother. How's that fair?
Yes, Slightly is pretty upset with the whole thing. Morrow's talking him into breaking away from the group.
That's a huge thing. Is Morrow's in his head, which I love this arc. I love Morrow. I like how creepy would that be? Someone you couldn't shut it off, just like a voice in your head. And yeah, he's trying to get him. Well, he's already there, but he's trying to get him to steal an egg. And he knows he's a kid.
Yeah.
And he's manipulating a child.
Oh, yeah.
Like the whole thing of like, you know what it kind of reminds me of? Like Pennywise. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Well, you're very wise man, your daddy. Like, I am Penny. Now we're not strangers anymore, right? He's just like fucking twisting what he's been.
Well, he's the Captain Hook character in Peter Pan.
Yeah, I mean
Morrow.
Luring the kids, and
Yeah.
he's all like a Pied Piper type. Yeah. And I didn't even think about that. Yeah, he is the Captain Hook character, and so he wants him to steal an egg and basically get him back his property, on the basis that it was his first and it's not stealing because they stole it from me. How can it be stealing if you're just stealing it back? And what we don't know at this point is Timothy Oliphant is listening.
Yes.
Timothy Oliphant is plugged into him, and he's hearing everything, and he knows what's up. And he meets him in his room, and he starts giving him a cryptic talk about the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil monkeys and things like that. And he is testing him, like, what would you do in this situation? And he says basically, I'd stand by my friends and basically not put people in danger, yada yada. And I think that's enough for now, but clearly he's keeping tabs on him. But that talk he had was enough for him to tell Morrow, I can't do it. There's just too many people. My friends are all here. This is my family. This is my community. They helped me, which this is all a giant. They're just brainwashing everybody because they think these people are their family and friends. But this episode, we get closer. We keep pushing that narrative of, you guys are fucking robots.
Yes.
It's like, no, I thought we were human. They sold them one thing. And it's like, well, you can't be pregnant because that one bitch is pregnant. I'm having a baby. Like, you're a robot or whatever. Like,
yeah. So we'll kind of go that. So that whole Nibs pregnancy claim thing, I don't know. I think she's the weakest actress out of all of them. She's not doing it for me. I mean, her and Sylvia going at it. Sylvia was scared for her life, that sort of thing. I don't know. That whole arc, I don't know. Well, Nibs became pregnant based off of what, the eyeball that attached to her, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So it's just like the eyeball in the lamb or the sheep. Okay. It's the same species.
But it didn't get into her eye though, did it?
Did it? Did it not?
I don't think I don't remember. I don't think it did, but maybe it is in her eye right now. I don't know.
That's what I just gathered. But we saw what that thing did to the lamb or the sheep, sorry, which is pretty cool. It's kind of creepy
that was
to see
cool.
the sheep.
Yeah.
And that makes sense to a sheep, but the girl isn't human. So it kind of debunks, oh, well, maybe the face huggers have no desire to human, but clearly this fucking thing is having an impression on her, and she's not. She's synthetic, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So this stuff is getting in their heads, or whatever you call them, their hard drives or whatever, and it's having an impact. For one of them, it brought out The Shining. She's like got the fucking touch for him, and she's the alien whisperer. And this one, she thinks she's pregnant, and we didn't really. Who is the jealous one? The one that's jealous of Wendy? What's her name? It's hard to get these names straight.
I can't remember. I'll have to look her up.
We didn't get much from her on this episode.
Not this episode, no.
But we did get a little bit. Like, can you hear anything? Maybe. Don't tell me what you want to hear. Just tell me the truth. No, you could. I almost feel like we're gonna get some Romeo and Julius, not Julius Caesar. What the fuck is his name? William Shakespeare-esque. Is she gonna ever try and like take her out? Because you feel
I
like
mean, yeah, it's definitely an option. It's got to be on the
she's
table.
got to go rogue because she's
Yeah.
clearly jealous, and he is manipulating her.
Yes.
It's like he's manipulating Wendy with the brother, whatever. He's manipulating her to pit her, he's pitting her jealousy. He's using that to his advantage. And even in like that situation where don't tell me what you want to hear, he knows what he's doing to her.
Well, and then slightly he's probably going to manipulate the brother and to take him to the egg.
That's where we left off.
Yes.
So that's a big thing. So we had Morrow, and when he grew a bit of a backbone and he says, I can't do it. Well, then Morrow takes it to the next level and he contacts him and he's got his family.
Yeah.
And we learn a little bit more context here because the family thought he was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that tells you, because we didn't see any of their parents at the beginning in the first episode. All we saw was the scientist who, on the first episode, they almost kind of fool you into thinking maybe this is Wendy's mom.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really know. But yeah, none of these kids, we never saw any parents. So when he's got his mother at home, and he even threatens further saying, your brother's going to be home soon. Basically, this is your chance to protect your family, give me what I want, or whatever. They thought they were dead. So what happens? Is there like some fucking conspiracy where these kids are dying and they say, hey, your kid died, and they stage a burial, and take the bodies and shuffle them away? There's something. So, which is great because it's another layer of how evil Weyland-Yutani is.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe we can't, it's easier. It's like killing a prostitute. No one's going to miss that prostitute.
It's not Yutani. It's,
oh, my bad. It's the Boy Genius, whatever.
Boy Genius, yeah.
Whatever their name is. Yeah. I gotta say, that's the only thing that's a little hard for me is there's so many fucking names in this.
There is a lot of names.
And now we got one of those fuckers changing their name to Isaac.
I know.
God, now we're changing fucking names. It's like, yes. I can't do it, but that adds into it too, because not only is, one of them's like, oh, I'm having a baby, and these ones think they're adults. Now one of them's like, I'm changing my name. They're starting to become more independent. They're growing more of an independency about them, which is, I don't know if the company really planned for that. I don't know if that's their own doing.
Prodigy, by the way, sorry.
Who gives a fuck? The one that's like kind of light skin black. I don't know. I hate it.
Prodigy, the corporation.
Oh, the company. Yeah, whatever. Who gives a fuck? Prodigy, the not Weyland-Yutani.
Yes.
The Great Value Weyland-Yutani. Anyway, but I don't know if this is the company's fault because they bred them and convinced them to be a part of this program. Like, hey, you guys are humans. We're just saving you from your dead bodies, and we're putting you into adult bodies. You're gonna be grown up. So it's probably their fault, but they're a little smarter than they thought. And they kind of push home more the whole argument of what is real, what is not. Like, so they're totally dead. They just, it's like a Blade Runner thing. Mm-hmm. They just like fucking copied over their memory banks and made like a synthetic copy of a CDR version of what their memories are and put it in a synthetic body. So is it real? Is it not real? Is it just like a copy paste situation? It's interesting, but let's see.
Now, or you could have Total Recall. Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's a dumb inverted metaphor for Wendy, mechanical body, biological conspicuousness reversed for the Xenopole. The whole thing is about parasites, and in some sense, the hybrids are parasites as well in the host body. Hey, there you go. That's thinking deeply about it. You're right. Yeah, you're right. I want to hear the backstory on Timothy Oliphant because he's like, he's the Michael Fassbender. He's been around. Like, what's his history?
Between him and Morrow are the two most interesting characters in the show.
And obviously, he's just a full blown synthetic. He wasn't, but he is like too smart for his own good. And even him. So when the Boy Genius, there's a little moment where he kind of puts him in his place. Everybody is kind of always on him about, hey, you sure we can't just go back to the original? Even the fucking bald guy, everybody's like, can we just go back to the thing? And
which I think Boy Genius does a good job, man. He's a fun character to hate.
Yeah, he's like a Mark Zuckerberg type or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
and he's a bit of a baby too.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a baby too. It's funny. Walks around in his pajamas all the time. I'm
Mhm.
surprised he doesn't fucking suck his thumb. Yeah, there's something funny about him. But there's a moment where what does he say to Timothy Oliphant where he puts him in place? And because Timothy Oliphant has like one stance,
Mm.
and Timothy Oliphant kind of gives him a look like almost like you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Like he's not just like built to serve. He's got a mind of his own.
Mhm.
I think he will go rogue to a degree.
I do too.
Whether it is like a Utani thing, either he's already a fucking Utani plant, or he's gonna be a Utani thing by the end of this. Because Boy Genius is gonna die. There's no a guy like this, as reckless as he is, he's gonna be the conclusion of this season. He's gonna
Timothy
go.
Oliphant will probably feed him to the alien eggs.
Yeah, he's dude. They're always evil because David was super evil in
Mhm.
Prometheus and whatever, and he was pulling that kind of shit. So, yeah, I think maybe Timothy Oliphant will be that guy. I think he will do something like that. He'll betray Boy Genius, and yeah, maybe he will. Maybe he'll. Like I said, I don't think they've established. It's clear that up until this point, Wayland Yutani does the cyborg thing
Yeah.
because Morrow's the cyborg. He's clearly a guy that was a human that joined a program, and they basically made him like Cyrax and Sector.
Mhm.
And he was in hypersleep for 60 whatever years, and this is a year before Alien. Who's to say that they don't have or use the actual synthetic technology like Timothy Oliphant? And maybe he goes up, maybe he's what spearheads it. Maybe he's the reason why we have Ash in the Alien movie a year later in the timeline. I don't know, but
So, do you think Timothy Oliphant's going to cut off slightly from doing Morrow's bidding then? Like, or are you think I'm just going to let him do it just to and keep watch while he does it?
oh, let the chaos ensue
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
unfold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know because that's where the episode ends. Like I said, hate me if you want, the fucking Indian guy. I can't get their names fucking straight.
Slightly.
Slightly. God, you're better than I am with this. The Indian, slightly. This episode kind of comes to a close with him agreeing to, hey, look, okay, there's guards everywhere. You don't have to get the egg for me, but I want you to get a person in there
Mhm.
to let him get impregnated, basically hide him away for a couple of days, and that's all we need. And so yeah, he basically takes the brother because that they insinuate he's gonna like get his brother to go to the lab because it ends with him kind of looking at him outside of the bedroom window. And it makes sense because right before that, you could see that they're jealous because Wendy has the family, and he just realized his mother still exists,
Mhm.
or he just realized that his mother thought, his mother thought they were dead. They've
Yep.
been lied to, and now she gets her brother, and they just got done having this little powwow about no, everybody should. Even the brother said that everybody should have their family here.
Mhm.
So I don't know why he would fucking sell him out. He seems like he's good, but everybody should have their family here. And yeah, so he's. I guess this is him being bitter. I don't know. Like I'm gonna take her brother away. Kids are jealous. That was the thing I like too. Kids are jealous. Like, hey, he got more milk than I did. Everybody's like looking at the lines and whatever. He got more French fries on his plate than I did.
So, what is Morrow's goal then? To get him impregnated, have him have the alien in him, and then the alien will pop out, wreak havoc, and he'll just go back to Utani, or
He
Wayland Utani will come in.
look. I mean, like you said, I think in the first couple of episodes, the alien wasn't really doing anything to him.
Yeah.
And he probably will just take back the fucking xenomorph that it begats because, like he did, he like wrapped it in that cellophane shit and he was dragging it.
Yeah, but you think he'd want all of the eggs? That's the whole thing. Like, that's what I understand. It's like,
Well, maybe he's gonna settle. I was like, "Oh, just give me something." I don't fucking know.
yeah,
But yeah, the Xeno will tear their ass up. Maybe that's part of it too. He's like, I'd rather them, because what does he expect's gonna happen? He's gonna hide out this vessel, let him impregnate him, hide out the vessel. I'll make sure he's very comfortable. And does he think it's gonna like just not fucking wreak havoc? I don't know.
I think he'd want that place destroyed, that island.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. The entire show appears to be based on a deleted scene Ridley wanted where the alien prank called a spaceship using Ripley's voice. Yeah, oh no, I know that. That's a wild scene. Yeah, there was a deleted scene in the for the original movie where the alien prank called the spaceship and mimicked Ripley's voice.
I don't
It
remember
was
if I saw that or not.
it's a little weird. I think if you look at the original Alien movies, it would have been fucking I could see why they cut that idea. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Now that the universe is expanded, I don't know. I kind of don't want them to do that shit with these either. I want them to stay. I like them communicating like whales or whatever they're fucking doing, like insects or like real creatures do. And I like the fact that we can use Wendy as the vessel of maybe translation. That's okay. I don't want them to open their mouth and have like David Hasselhoff's voice. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
You know,
why David Hasselhoff?
I don't know, just whoever. From what I read, the majority of the screenwriting around Alien was simply about what the creature needed: acid blood to stop them shooting it. Dan O'Bannon had an earlier spec script, Star Beast. Yep. I think only Boy Genius and Wendy's bro are human. The bald guy is a synthetic. Oh, really?
Yeah,
and Boy
I believe so too.
You think the bald guy's a synthetic? The old
didn't
bald guy?
didn't he catch that ball or whatever? Or he caught something?
Yeah, because
his reflexes were just freaking crazy.
You're right. Because to get the attention of the sheep, he bounced that ball in the glass and he just caught it. You might be right. I didn't even really put that together. But the Boy Cavalier is going to get eyeballed and Morrow gets face huggered because of Timothy Oliphant. Yeah, Morrow could. Yeah, because Morrow's still part human. Yeah. How much of Morrow is human? Yeah, I guess we don't know how much. That'll be interesting. Wendy's bro is already birthed an alien, and he's the only thing keeping Wendy human. So hopefully she kills him to become something else. To be frank, Timothy Oliphant has been on them about how they're no longer food since day one. Nibs is interesting because we know the alien likes fear, and she demonstrated the most fear from the hybrids. It's a goat in it, not a sheep. No, I think it was a sheep, wasn't it? I don't fucking know, dude.
It was a goat.
Was it a goat?
Yeah. I think it was a goat.
I don't know. Does it matter? I don't think it matters. I don't. Does it fucking matter? Goats were associated with Satan, etc. Yeah. But to be frank, the first cloned animal was a sheep called Dolly.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I remember Dolly the sheep. Yeah, it's like
wasn't that in the 90s?
That's like our middle school days. Yeah, that was. Yeah. I remember Dolly was in the news in like 6th and 7th grade.
Yeah.
Todd, Google that. Is in episode 4? Is that a fucking sheep or a goat?
I mean, look.
I didn't see any horns. Goats have the fucking horns. Goats are also goats also aren't carnivores. They've got to get that eye into the meat eater for the fun to start. Let's see. Unless the eye thing transfers its consciousness into a hybrid body and goes off on adventures. I feel like they could go anywhere at this point, man, with the story. This is why I like these episodes more, because they're developing the hybrids. Bit on the nose to pick Isaac as a name, as it's clearly referencing a sacrifice. Yeah. Oh, fuck. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Dude, you're writing the show. Are you one of the writers? Yeah, they are kind of getting on the nose with these allegories and these metaphors and shit like that.
It's telling me sheep.
It looked like a sheep, my man. Or my woman. I don't know who you are. Are you ever a girl or guy? It looked like a sheep. It looked like a sheep. I've seen goats, dude. Goats are fucking freaky as shit, man. I spent some time in Scotland, dude. Creeped out. I was surrounded by a lot of goats and a lot of rams, and they were angry motherfuckers, dude.
Oh, yeah, rams are, yeah.
I had to pass through some guy's land, dude, just tons of property, and I had to like cut through like acres of land, and I was just fucking rams and goats all over the place. They chased me. They started fucking chasing my ass. I'm like, I'm running. And then I remember I slipped because all the soil in the Highlands is super soft and kind of always moist because all the rain they get. I remember I fucking slipped just like the fucking guy in the Burbs, dude.
Do you ever see those mountain goats that are like stuck on a ledge, dude, and they can't go anywhere?
Yeah.
they just pretty much follow their death. They just walk off.
Ricola. I got bit by a fucking horse too in the shot. And
bit by a horse.
I got bit by a horse. I was traveling. I remember I went on a hike in the village I was staying, and I came across like a lot of people had just like tons of like farmland. It was really beautiful. Mm-hmm. And I came across these like horses. They weren't wild because there was a little bit of a fence.
Yeah.
But it was just big open land. Like I had no idea where the owner's house was on this property. And I don't know. I was an idiot. I thought horses were friendly. I went to go try and like pet them. This fucking horse bit my fucking hand, like, and it really hurt, dude.
Oh God, man! Did it bruise or
it bruised?
Did it draw blood?
No, because its teeth are like all flat.
Yeah, I know it's flat. Yeah, flat. Teeth.
Yeah, but it fucking bruised and it fucking hurt, dude.
That would hurt. Jesus.
Yeah. And you ever seen what a Shetland pony looks like? It's like a
I'll look
little
it up.
it's like a midget, like, stunted horse,
Miniature horse. Yeah, yeah.
and it's got,
Okay.
like, Rick James hair, like, crazy hair on those things. Let's
They have
see.
a Shetland sheep too. I didn't
To
know that.
clarify an earlier point, the xenotadpole from the facehugger going into the lung is a reverse of how the hybrids were made. The lung is a natural host. Dude, you've got this, you've got this real you should be on this podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
My God. I'm like the layman caveman here that just got done watching the episode for the first time, and I'm like, yeah, let's talk about what happened.
Get ready for next week. Get your camera ready.
No, it's all very fair enough. I want it to be a goat because it's got satanic connotations, but I guess a wolf in sheep's clothing works as well. Yeah, that's definitely a sheep, dude. It's a like Todd froze on a weird smile. When you get the chance later, I'm interested in your take on the Predator Badlands trailer. Darth Gorokorn, what's up? Look at Todd froze, dude. I don't know what happened to Todd. We actually did a breakdown of that trailer. It's on the YouTube channel. I know you're on Twitch, but if you go over to our YouTube channel, we when it first dropped, we watched it and we gave our review and sort of thoughts on it. But I guess to kind of put it short, I think it looks interesting. I liked the last Predator movie. We liked Prey, but not I didn't like it as much as a lot of people liked Prey. I think Todd's the same way, which I think he'll be back in a second. He might have dropped off. He was having internet issues earlier. But this one kind of looks cool. The only thing I'm on the fence on is them establishing Weyland Yutani in the Predator universe, because we're doing that again. Like, we're doing that again. I personally prefer Alien to exist in Alien, Predator to exist as Predator. I mean, the fanfic is fun. It was fun in the 90s as a kid, playing arcade games and, being impressionable. It's like, oh, yeah, it's two properties that I really love. Like, oh, wow, there's comic books. It was cool to imagine them together, just like them flirting with Freddy versus Jason for years before it happened. It's cool. But I don't know. And there's a lot of people that say that, like, to think that Blade Runner and Alien is the same universe. I would actually subscribe to that more than Predator. And there's even that Easter egg, right? Is it Dallas, right? Dallas says he used to work for the company in Blade Runner and the first Alien. No, they plugged that into Aliens as like a stupid Easter egg. I don't know. It's a fucking mess. But you're not let's see, you're not thrilled with the trailer. It's all right. I mean, I think it looks a little better than Prey. Prey was like a one and done for me, but it is what it is. I'm tired of them teaming up with the Predators. Like, can we just go back to them being bad guys? Let's see. To be frank, I had a theory that Wendy controlling the cameras was some kind of foreshadowing of the many-eyed creatures, which I think is now wrong. Let's see. Prey annoyed me because I was 100% convinced the main character was going to be the ancestor of the Native American commando and Predator. And it annoyed me greatly. It wasn't. Yeah, that seemed like that would have been an easy route for them to go. It kind of annoyed me just from the jump where they did that thing where they established their native language and then all of a sudden started talking English. I get why they were doing it, right? They were just establishing, hey, this whole movie, they're really talking in their native tongue. And just kind of pretend they're not speaking English. I mean, I know movies have been doing this for years where they just straight up just talk English from the beginning. And maybe we're always supposed to meant that they're really speaking their native tongues when they, like, if you watch that movie, what's that Valkyrie movie with Tom Cruise where he's like, we must kill Hitler. Nobody was speaking English in that movie. I guarantee it in real life. So I would have liked subtitles. Just have them speak the language and I'll read subtitles. Like, I prefer the authenticity. Look at that. Riverman's internet died. Yeah, it's all right. I can wrap up without you. Unless you're going to jump back on. Let's see. I just don't like the typical men needing a woman in a movie again. It's just getting too overplayed at this point. Oh, yeah. Because you made the comment about that on the last episode. Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to, it has to be justified. If the characters are written well and it's justified, but yeah, if it's shoehorned in and it's just kind of there arbitrarily, yeah, it's not good. The example I used last week was you can write a character like Ripley, especially in Aliens, and you can write Sarah Connor in Terminator 2, and that's very justified in how strong they are, because look, they both went through hell in their first movies. But then you have like the other shoe where it's like Dark Fate, and Dark Fate is exactly the opposite of what I want, where that is just shoehorning in girl power stuff, and it's like it doesn't work. And I think it's insulting to the strong women characters when they do that shit. So let's see.
Barbara from 1990. That's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, Barbara was awesome in 1990 for sure. Which, by the way, that's coming out. When's that coming out?
I think the end of September, I believe.
It's in Aliens, and it's during yeah, that's right. It was Aliens. It's during the debrief where it shows Dallas worked for the Tyrell Corporation, and I don't know what their foresight is at this point, because James Cameron was having a lot of fun. This is also where, yeah, he put other shit in that too. It's been a while. Was that just on the director's cut, or was that on the theatrical cut? I don't even remember anymore. But we're talking about how, we were talking about Prey, and I was saying that I don't know how I feel about them once again making Weyland-Yutani exist in the Predator universe. Look, it's fun, but I want everything segregated. I think Alien should be Alien, Predator should be Predator. The only theory that I like is what I was telling him is there's a lot of people that like the theory that Alien exists in the Blade Runner universe, which to me that at least fits a little better.
Yeah.
And they're both Ridley Scott films originally. And yeah, so when we were talking about how in Aliens, James Cameron started the fire because there's a debrief where it shows that Dallas, Tom Skerritt in the first movie, worked for the Tyrell Corporation, which is the corporation in Blade Runner. So that I would get behind a little bit more, but I don't know, man. They've fucked up all kinds of consistency with Aliens. I don't know. It's about as messed up as Halloween or whatever these days, but I don't care, man. I kind of take each installment in these movies as their own thing.
Well, they should have had a Weyland-Yutani reference in The Martian with Matt Damon.
I still haven't watched that.
It's a good movie, man.
I'm just not a Matt Damon guy, and I keep pushing it off.
I'm not a Matt Damon guy, but it's a good movie.
I think it's leaving HBO Max very soon, so I need to watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so speaking of movies that sort of, you just kind of take them as like, you know what, none of this shit. I don't let the Swiss cheese in the fucking continuity affect me. I just accept every Alien movie that comes out, every TV show is going to come out. They're gonna kind of take liberties and kind of be their own thing. But I was going to connect it to what we're going to talk about Friday. These movies do the same damn thing.
Yep.
Except for the prequel to this, and that one with Steven Dorff where they tried to make a legit prequel to or sequel to Texas Chainsaw, the original.
Yeah.
They're all fucking different. Like it's like they're not the same characters. They're not the same family. It's not the Sawyer family in this.
No.
They always change this shit. So I don't know. Maybe Todd's gonna know better Friday if that's down to rights. I don't know why they fucking do that.
I'm really looking forward to talking about that.
But these movies do it too. It's just like, and then like part 2 is a parody. It's like, whatever, dude. Just have fun with it, I guess.
Did you give your score of this episode yet?
No. I'm gonna look. We didn't have any xenomorph action in this one, but I still feel like that aside, it was consistent. It's still an 8. I'd say we're developing. I don't know if as much happened or unfolded that you wanted from the last episode, but we're getting there. Like, I feel like the next episode, there's no way the next episode is not going to have some action.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What's your thoughts?
I think the writing was just a little bit different in this. Like, there's some, I don't know, some of the dialogue didn't hit me as well. Like, there were some cheesy parts. There's some characters that I'm not liking. I'm not, the brother's fine. I think I find him kind of cringe a little bit. And then also the other girl, the impregnated one with the alien. Nibs. I'm not really sold on her quite yet, but it's still good. I would give it a 7 out of 10. I still think it's good. The past 3, I think I gave 8 out of 10s, but it's still a good show. I'll give them that.
Well, I dock a point because I didn't like the Jane's Addiction song as much as the previous
Oh
3
yeah.
songs. Like, oh man, you let me down with Jane's Addiction.
Hmm.
I never thought Jane's Addiction was anything to write home
I
about.
wasn't a
Like,
big fan, but
Bat Time, my favorite thing Tom Cruise did is having a poster in Japan that said Tom Cruise is the last samurai, world class. Todd loves
I
that.
actually liked that movie. I saw it in
Oh
first
no,
seen
the
it in
Last
theaters.
Samurai is a great movie.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic movie. The most beautiful cinematography, the score, that is a great movie. But yes, just the idea of walking into like Tokyo, going into like you know, the train station, because you know they have all that shit advertised in the train
Hmm.
stations, and seeing like Tom Cruise is your white savior. I love it. It's hilarious.
I
But you
love
know,
Tom Cruise, man. I do.
he's got big man syndrome, that guy.
Yeah, he does.
Small dick syndrome, whatever. He's like 5 foot tall. Both Ripley and Sarah Connor had motherhood at the heart of their characters in Aliens and Terminator, which I think gets missed nowadays. Yeah, I mean that's the whole theme of Aliens.
Yeah.
Um, you know, the motherhood theme, and yeah,
Yeah,
Sarah Connor
Sarah
as
and
well.
Ripley were the OGs.
But yeah, dude, but what's tougher than a lioness that's
Mhm.
protecting her cubs,
Yep.
right? Because in Aliens, that's all the xenomorph.
Nothing tougher than that.
That's all the queen's doing.
Mhm.
The queen is protecting her hive.
Yep.
You know, Ellen is protecting her Newt, which is kind of her surrogate daughter at this point. Yeah, so I love all that stuff. But case in point, try and match the themes with that with Terminator Dark Fate, and it's just you don't need no man to
Well,
save us.
she didn't do a very good job saving John in the first 5 minutes of the movie. Let's just say that.
Yeah, she fucking sucked for John. It's fucking for John my ass, dude. I mean, she was so tough in part 2.
Oh, she
They,
was awesome in
she
part 2.
broke out of a fucking mental
Yeah.
institution, broke his
It
arm,
happened. It
you know,
happens.
did all kinds of shit. And then she's just fucking chilling on a fucking beach, getting fucking a couple of Dos Equis on, you know. And
Yeah.
then yeah, this guy just lets her blow her away. She's gonna blow away. We do know Ice Age exists in the alien world now. Yeah, I mean that's funny. That's just a product of Disney owning everything now.
Mhm.
So it's like, yeah, I guess in the Disney universe, everything. Does that mean the MCU exists in Alien? God dang it. It's weird. I don't know. I last night, guys, I was watching. This is kind of a side note. We didn't do this last night. Usually, we've been recording these Tuesday nights after it airs. We'll
Mhm.
see if it really matters if we do it a day later. I'm interested to see if this one will
Yeah.
get pushed as much, but it does give people a little bit more time to watch it. But I think the plan is to still do them on Tuesdays. I
Mhm.
couldn't do it last night because I went to go see Pantera, and direct support for Pantera was Amon Amarth, and I was thinking about this Disney
Oh,
thing
really?
because Amon Amarth is the biggest of all Viking death metal
Mhm.
bands,
Yeah.
and everything about their music and image is Norse mythology, Thor,
Mhm.
Odin, you know, all this shit like that, Loki, Deceiver of the Gods, all this. And I wonder, are they pissed? Like when Disney came out, they fucking just made Loki fucking Tom Hiddleston and they fucking made it all cheesy and stupid. I wonder if they had like a band meeting, like, God, we just gotta brave this storm out. We gotta fucking, this is who we are. We're not changing because Disney fucking pussified it
Yeah.
because they've been doing it longer than Disney bought fucking this shit and this all happened. But that would piss me off. Like, damn it. Anyway,
St- Stealing my machismo.
the last 2 episodes feel more like the show they wanted to make. I'm very pleased we're not seeing French cosplayers or an alien being dragged around by its maw. Yeah, man, I'm loving it, man.
That's good.
Honestly, yeah, dude, Darth Gorgorn, dude. The Last Samurai is one of Tom Cruise's best movies.
Yeah.
I always said I was never a Tom Cruise fan.
I'm getting him into Tom Cruise
I've
finally.
no, look, I still think I'm not at heart a huge Tom Cruise fan, but I used to not watch his movies because I did not like Tom Cruise. Now I don't let him put me off because he's in a lot of good movies. I don't know if they're good because of him. I still and Last Samurai is a great example of that. They could have put anybody else in that movie and it would have been a great movie.
You still need to watch Vanilla Sky. That should be on your list, short list.
Look at that. Tom is bad, but he's been good in films.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
man.
on, man. Come on.
Can't wait for that Criterion release of Eyes Wide Shut.
I'm looking forward to that. I love that
I
movie. It's great.
I think that's absolutely fantastic. We're stoked for that. Yeah, he's in good movies, man, but you love to hate him.
Is that going to
I
be the original director's cut with all the extended scenes, or
there's a
no?
part of me that doubts it. I don't
Oh,
know, but I doubt it. I think but that's also why I like him in Interview with the Vampire, because Tom Cruise is
He's a vampire,
I
dude.
want to hate him. So it's
Yeah.
like make him a villain. I already hate him. Like make me just want to hate this guy and wring his neck because he could be good. The movies can be good, but he's just so
Minority Report, he's great in that too.
no interest. Even though it's Philip K.
You haven't
Dick.
seen that?
No,
Oh,
I
you'd
don't
like
like.
that, I think, because you liked The Matrix, didn't you?
No,
Or
I
you
don't like
weren't?
the Matrix.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I
Okay,
don't like the Matrix.
we like
Anyway,
sci-fi. All right.
I don't like the Matrix.
Okay, I was just checking. No, it's fine.
I'm gonna fucking on your face. I just hit my fucking mic with that, dude. Anyway, when I think of this, I think of we deliver a message. Shot it from the Turtles. That first
The
TMNT
turtles.
90,
Don't
guys.
get me into the turtles.
Can't wait that arrow is gonna drop, and I love it. The first TMNT 90 is so hardcore. It's not a kid's dude. He fucking batters a woman. It's just whatever, which is not good, by the way. I'm just saying it just shows you where they went from the first movie to Secret of the Ooze, where it really just became a Nickelodeon thing almost. Yeah, exactly. Tom was playing a villain in an interview. He was playing himself. He's kind of a scummy vampire. And I know he seems really nice too in interviews. He just seems fake. He seems like a synthetic. If I really did believe in skinwalkers, I would say Tom Cruise is a pod person.
Well, I mean, he knows who gets him his money is the fans. So I mean, I support it. I mean, he's nice to his fans.
But if we were ever going to subscribe to like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, that aliens walk amongst us,
it would be Tom Cruise. Absolutely.
Oh, Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
he's a little off. He's super. And there's that whole thing where he's on Oprah jumping on the couch. He's still learning to be a human, you know. I don't know. Yeah, it's like Men in Black. They should have put him in one of those Men in Black. Like the fact that they put Michael I think they wanted to make Michael Jackson an alien in Men in Black too. I don't know if he took offense to that. It's like, no, I want to be an agent. Like that's not exactly what we had in mind. That's not the joke, Michael. It's that you're a fucking alien, and it'd be funny if you're one of those fucking walking amongst the aliens. Whatever. I could be Agent M. That's what he said. That's what he said.
I love Michael, dude. He's funny.
There's one where he's a drug smuggler with a plane that I really enjoyed. Tom Cruise was a drug smuggler.
Was that Tropic? That wasn't Tropic Thunder.
No, yeah, he's funny in Tropic Thunder.
9 Day. He was in that. He was,
no.
It's Edge It Tomorrow.
I know what you're talking about. It's that. It's recent. It's just a few years.
John
old.
Reacher.
No. It's just a few years old.
American Made.
American Made. That's the one you're talking about. Yeah. But anyway, guys, I think that's a good enough time to kind of call it. It was fun talking about this episode. Looking forward to next week as usual. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, please, for the love of God, give us a subscription, right? Subscribe
and like and comment.
Follow us.
Please.
And you know what? We have lots of shit out there. We've been around for about 14 years, more so. Yeah. And if you like film commentaries, we got you. You like reviews, we got you. You like podcasts, we fucking got you times 100. Yeah. And tune in Friday. We stream every Wednesday and Friday. Normally it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, but I told you we had to skip last night. We're doing these Friday. Both of these. We're going to break down and talk about both these movies. I don't know if Todd just wants to talk about. I want to do a review. I want to talk about these movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're talking about these films because I got this one watched. I haven't watched this first one since the theaters.
I haven't seen either one since theaters until
so it was interesting to kind of go back and
spoil anything.
No, I'm not going to talk about it. Okay. I'm going to watch this one tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
But join us. Let's chat about these, man. There's definitely a lot to say. And again, coming soon, I'm going to get Todd to watch City on Fire. And I really want to talk about this and Reservoir Dogs. If you know, you know. And if you guys want to become a member, click the links below. Just a couple dollars a month, man. Helps us out a lot. Goes a long way. And we give you guys something extra. Exclusive videos. At least monthly, we have an exclusive film commentary just for members. And what did we do last week? I'm already forgotten. Last Friday we did. Isn't this fucking pathetic? What did we do?
God, we're boomers.
What is this fucking pathetic? What did we do, guys? It was an awesome commentary.
Cabin Fever. Cabin Fever.
Yeah, we did Cabin Fever. So we did Cabin Fever. We do those live for you guys, and they're up for you to watch. And eventually, I'm gonna edit a nice fancy version of that for you guys too. But in the meantime, the live stream is still up for you members. And yeah, man, I think that's all we got. Oh, follow us on socials. I don't know, for some reason Todd took off our names. Why did you do that? Why did you take off?
They haven't been up the whole time, I don't think.
But you took them off.
I didn't take them off. I didn't touch that.
You never did it?
No.
Okay. Well, fuck Todd, I guess. There goes the advertising. But anyway, you can follow us on Instagram or wherever the hell you want to follow us. I'm at Gooseflesh86 on IG. That's usually where I like to hang out. But you guys can message us on comment on YouTube, message on YouTube. I respond to all that stuff. And if you want to follow Revival House, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, as we said. But if you're there, help us out.
There we go.
X. What?
I just turned it on.
You scared the shit out of me. Yeah, so there we go. There's my IG handle, Gooseflesh86, Riverman988. Great. No Scientology dicks. Oh God, Freudian slip. No Scientology dicks. Nah, it's a little old hat at this point. We'll get there. But yeah, man, thank you, Bat Time, for joining us. This is the first time we've seen you in the chat. Hopefully you come back next week and check out other stuff if you haven't already. But all right, bye. Have fun.
Big thanks to our awesome members for keeping Revival House alive, and to all the subscribers hanging out with us. You're the best. If you enjoyed the episode, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. We've got thousands of hours of content and cover a wide variety of horror films, so there's always something new and creepy coming your way. We'll catch you next time for more spooky fun. Now you know what we are. Now you know what you are. You'll never grow old, and you'll never die, but you must feed.